Today we will see module 2, that is statistical models in simulation. Few topics related to statistical models in simulation. So we need to know the necessity of statistical models in simulation. So the purpose and overview is been mentioned here. That is the world the model builder sees is probabilistic rather than deterministic. So normally whatever simulation and whatever condition we see rather than deterministic, we always see something of probability. For example, if we see a game using a die, so there is something of a probability of the number being fallen in the die. So it may be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. It's based on something of probability. Next is an appropriate model can be developed by sampling the phenomenon of interest. So if we know what exactly the model is been built, and phenomenon of the interest might be known, and different kinds of distributions can be selected or taken up for the appropriate model, and make estimation of the parameters. So what are the parameters needed can be estimated, and we can go for a goodness of fit test, whether the estimation and the parameters being taken, whether it is fitted properly or not, it can be recognized. In this chapter we review important probability distributions and present some typical applications of these models. We move on to the next slide, where it is something of statistical models in simulation and the contents of today's video, that is review of terminology and concepts. So few things we are going to see, that is discrete random variables, continuous random variables, cumulative distribution function, expectations. So what do you mean by discrete random variables, what do you mean by continuous random variables or cumulative distribution function and expectation? These are the contents of this video. Now we move on to the next slide, that is discrete random variable. So as of now, you people might be knowing what is discrete random variables and or what is discrete functions and what do you mean by continuous function. So here the topic, it is discrete random variables. So now we'll see the definition of discrete random variable. Let x be a random variable if the number of possible values of x is finite or countably infinite. X is called a discrete random variable. So here the variable or a random variable which is mentioned as x is countable. If it is countable, then it is something called as random or a discrete random variable. The possible value of x are given by the range space of x, which is denoted by Rx. So the range can be recognized of an x. So x value is not infinite, it is countable value. So that kind of countable values are called as discrete random variables. So let x be a discrete random variable with each possible outcome xi in Rx. A number of p of xi is equal to p of x is equal to xi gives the probability that random variable equals the value of xi. It must satisfy the following condition. So the discrete random variables must satisfy these two conditions, that is p of xi greater than or equal to 0, and next one is summation of I equal to 1 to infinity p of xi equal to 1. So these are the two major conditions which has to be satisfied for obtaining or for recognizing discrete random variables. Here p of xi is called the probability mass function. So p of xi, whatever is been mentioned in the first condition, so p of xi is called the probability mass function of x. Now here we can see an example being given, that is tossing a single die here. So now it is something of an die is been taken and a die is been tossed for multiple of times. Now Rx is the random numbers which can be generated in a die. So as of we know, in a die we have 6 phases and each phase is been mentioned with one number, that is ranging from 1 to 6. So 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So these are the numbers which are being allocated or which is been present in a die. Assume that a die is loaded so that the probability that a given phase lands up is proportional to the number of spots showing. So whenever a die is been tossed, there is a probability of obtaining 1 or obtaining 2 or obtaining 3 or 4, 5 or 6. So for that we are saying here, that is the value of xi is ranging from 1 to 6 and p of xi is the probability of xi being obtained. Now here we have got numerator and denominator, and in the numerator we have 1 and in the denominator we have 21. You may have a problem, or you might face a problem regarding why we have taken it as 21. So the 21 is the value obtained by adding the numbers, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6, which is present in the die, and if you add it we get something of 21. So it is seen here that a given phase lands up is proportional to the number of spots showing. So add this, so we get 21, so that will be in the denominator. So probability of xi will be of 1, it will be 1 divided by 21. Next, for 2 it will be 2 divided by 21, for 3 it will be 3 divided by 21, for 4 it will be 4 divided by 21, for 5 it will be 5 divided by 21, and for 6 it will be 6 divided by 21. So here you can see the first condition which is satisfying, that is p of xi is greater than or equal to 0. In all the conditions, if you check here, p of xi is greater than or equal to 0. The first condition is satisfying, and we need to check for the second condition, that is summation of I equal to 1 to infinity p of xi equal to 1. So now the p of xi value, whatever we have written here, please add that, and that is 1 divided by 21 plus 2 divided by 21 plus 3 divided by 21 plus 4 divided by 21 plus 5 divided by 21 plus 6 divided by 21, which will be equal to 1. So it is satisfying the second condition. You can see the graph mentioned here. This is the graph of the example being taken, that is tossing a die. So this is xi and this is probability of xi, and I can see the graphs being plotted. So this kind of graph what we obtain, it is discrete random variable. Next we move on to the next slide, that is continuous random variable. Here you can see this one is one page and this is the other page. So first we'll see this one, and next we move on to the second page what has been mentioned here. So here this is continuous random variable what we are going to see. Previously we saw discrete random variable, now it is the thing of continuous random variable. So if the range space Rx of the random variable x is an internal or collection of intervals, x is called a continuous random variable. So here in continuous random variable, the major thing what we see is the time or range space. If they are mentioning a range space, then that is something called as continuous random variable. So in this graph you can see this is an example of continuous random variable where x value is equal to a and x value equal to b. So that is the range where they are going to identify the values. So p, that is a less than equal to x less than equal to b, gives you integration of f of x dx, and the limits are a to b. So this is the continuous random variable function. The function f of x is called probability density function, that is pdf. Okay, so previously in the slide we have seen here, that is probability mass function, and in continuous random variable we are going to see pdf, which is called as probability density function, which is equivalent to probability mass function itself of random variable x, must satisfy the following conditions. So previously in discrete random variable we saw two conditions. In continuous random function or variable, it has to satisfy three different variables. F of x greater than or equal to 0 for all x in Rx, so random numbers. Next, integration of Rx f of x dx should be equal to 1. And next, third condition is f of x is equal to 0 if x is not in Rx. So the value x, if it is not present inside the range space, then it should be equal to 0. So here Rx, whatever has been mentioned, it is of range space. So once again, if you see, so the definition is if the range space Rx, that is range space Rx of the random variable x is an interval or collection of intervals, x is called a continuous random variable. Now we'll move on to the example being present here, that is the life of a device used to inspect cracks in aircraft using is given by x, a continuous random variable assuming all values of the range x greater than or equal to 0, and the PDF of the lifetime is given as f of x is equal to, So this is the PDF which is been given 1 divided by e to the power minus x divided by 2. So x greater than or equal to 0, and the other condition is 0 otherwise. Now we can see the question is based on identifying or recognizing the or inspecting cracks in the aircraft. So it is based on or by giving a value called as x. So now the probability that the life of the device is between 2 and 3 years. So for a device we'll be having something of a lifetime, so that lifetime probability has to be calculated. So you can see some of the electronic devices, they give a warranty of 3 years, or something of they give warranty of 5 years. So how do they identify it? It's something of a probability. So your device may probably work for more than 5 years, or it may work less than 5 years. So the probability of that device being worked has to be calculated. So that is the time period being mentioned, or range space mentioned. So it is an example of random or continuous random variable. So here you can see the question is related to the probability that the life of device is between 2 and 3 years. So there is a device, and its probability of life between 2 and 3 years has to be calculated. So P2, that is P of 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3. So range space, that is Rx, lies between 2 and 3, and the PDF is been already been given, that is probability density function is been given. F of x is equal to 1 divided by 2 e to the power minus x divided by 2. So if we take this equation, that is integration of 1 by 2 e to the power minus x divided by 2 dx, and limit are 2 to 3. So by solving this we get this, that is 1 by 2 e to the power minus x divided by 2 divided by half, and limit is 2 to 3. So here if you want, you can see how it has been solved. So integration of e to the power minus ax dx can be written as e to the power minus ax divided by minus a. So here a value is 1 by 2 and x value is kept as it is, that is a variable. So this is the normal integration format which has been seen. So here we obtain this, that is minus e to the power minus x divided by 2, limit ranging from 2 to 3, and substituting 3 and 2 we obtain these two values, and the value finally obtained is 0.145, which is the probability of that device life between 2 and 3 years. Now we move on to the next topic, that is cumulative distribution function. So here in this cumulative distribution function we have two portions. This is the first portion and this is the second. So we'll first see the first portion and then go on to the second portion. In the first portion, this is the heading, that is cumulative distribution function, which is also called as CDF. Previously we have come across PDF, which is called as probability distribution function. Based on that we have another one distribution called as cumulative distribution function, which is CDF. CDF is denoted by f of x, measures the probability that a random variable x assumes a value less than or equal to x, that is f of x is equal to p of x less than or equal to x. So this is the function which has been seen for CDF, that is cumulative distribution function. So if x is discrete, then the equation will be f of x is equal to summation of p of xi, and if x is continuous, f of x is equal to integration of minus infinity to x f of t dt. So these are the two functions what we see based on discrete and continuous. So cumulative distribution function is based on discrete data and based on continuous. So if the x value is discrete, the function will be f of x is equal to summation of all xi less than or equal to x p of xi, and if the x value is continuous, f of x is equal to integration of minus infinity to x f of t dt. So here you can see an example being given. P of a less than x less than or equal to b is equal to f of b minus f of a for all a less than b. CDF of example 2 or previous example exercise whatever we have done, that CDF is been given, that is CDF of the previous question. F of x is equal to 1 divided by 2 integration of e to the power minus t divided by 2 dt. If we solve this, we will be getting it as minus e to the power minus x divided by 2 plus 1, which is equal to 1 minus e to the power minus x divided by 2. So by the previous equation we have got the CDF of it. So CDF is equal to 1 minus e to the power minus x divided by 2. So from the previous equation we have got the PDF. This PDF is been converted to CDF by solving the integration based on the previous format. So we get it as 1 minus e to the power minus x divided by 2. So the probability that device will last from less than 2 years can be calculated. So this is the question where we are going to check the probability of the device which is going to last less than 2 years. So the range value here you can see, that is p of 0 less than x less than 2. So the device which, or the probability of the device to be checked which is less than 2 years is been seen. So here the simple equation being obtained is f of b minus f of a. So 0 is a value and b is 2. So f of b minus f of a. So f of 2 minus f of 0. So substitute 2 to this CDF here and substitute 0 to this CDF. So it will be 1 minus e to the power minus 2 divided by 2 minus 1 minus e to the power 0 divided by 2. So this will be 1 minus e to the power minus 1. This value here you can see. So this becomes 1 minus e to the power minus 2 divided by 2 will be e to the power minus 1. So we can easily tell that is 1 minus e to the power minus 1 value, it is 0.632. So 0.632 is the probability of the device lasting for less than 2 years. Next, what is the probability that the life of the device between 2 and 3 years is? So this is again you can see the similar example what we have seen in the previous problem, that is continuous random variable. So here cumulative distribution function we have used. So the range value is 2 and 3 years. So substitute this. So 2 becomes the value of a and 3 becomes the value of b. So f of b minus f of a, that is f of 3 minus f of 2, which is equal to substituting the value here to this CDF, that is 1 minus e to the power minus x divided by 2, which is equal to here, which is been written, that is 1 minus e to the power minus 3 divided by 2 minus 1 minus e to the power minus 2 divided by 2. By using these values or substituting the values, we get this as 0.777 minus 0.632, which is equal to 0.145. And this is the probability of the life of the device ranging between 2 and 3 years. So this value is matching with the same value what we have seen here, which is solved in the basis of continuous random variable, and the same problem is being solved in the based on cumulative distribution function. So we have got two different problems here. So the probability of the device lasting for less than 2 years and the probability of the device lasting in between 2 and 3 years. If the value is being changed, so substitute the values in place of a and b for cumulative distribution function. Now we move on to the last topic of this video, that is expectation. Here we have three portions. I'll go on seeing with the first portion, second and third. So in the first portion we have seen what do you mean by expectation and what are the equations or what are the equations being used. Next, two problems are being solved or exercise problems or examples have been given. So now we go for expectation. What do you mean by expectation? So expectation is something of the value which is expected. So if x is a random variable, the expected value of x is denoted by. So we see something of expectation or we seek expectations. So the value is been denoted by x. Then e of x is defined as follows. So e of x is the x is the expectation and e of x is the x is the expected value and e of x is the variable. So this is been obtained based on two. One is discrete and continuous. So e of x is equal to summation of all I xi p of xi if x is discrete value, and e of x is equal to integration of minus infinity to infinity x f of x dx if x is continuous. So these are the two equations what we have obtained based on the definition, that is expectation. Next, the expected value e of x is also referred as mu or the first moment of x. So this is e of x is also referred as mu or also called as first moment of x. Now the x value is the first moment and we can go for the nth moment also. So the quantity e of x to the power n where n is greater than or equal to 1 is called the nth moment of the x and is computed as. So here again the computation of nth moment, this is the computation of the first moment and computation of the nth moment has been seen here. So e x to the power n is equal to summation of all ai xi to the power n p of xi where xi or x is discrete, and this is the equation where x is continuous. So it is e of x to the power n is equal to integration of minus infinity to infinity xn f of x dx if x is continuous. So these are the two expected values of discrete and continuous. These two are discrete and continuous of your first or refer to first moment, and these are the two equations which are referred to the nth moment. The variance of the random variable x denoted by v of x or variance of x or also sigma square is denoted by v of x is equal to e of x minus e of x square. So this is the equation which is for discrete and this is the variance equation for continuous values. This is for discrete and this one is for continuous. So the standard deviation is rho is equal to square root of v of x. So now rho equal to square root of v of x depends on discrete or continuous. So now we have seen the expectation slides here. Now we move on to the example, that is example the mean and variance of the die tossing experiment. So here again the example has been taken for the example, that is die tossing experiment. So here it clearly tells die tossing experiment is discrete random variables. So e of x is the equation of this, that is all I, that is xi p of xi. So now based on this equation we can see it is 1 into 1.21 plus 2 into 2.2 divided by 21 plus 3 into 3 divided by 21 plus 4 into 4 divided by 21. So 1 is the x value and p of xi it is 1 divided by 21. So probability of xi, that is 1 divided by 21, 2 divided by 21 and 3 divided by 21. So if you summation of that if you do, we get 91 divided by 21 which is equal to 4.33. So 4.33 is the expected value. So 4.33 is been obtained. Now we calculate the variance based on the problem, that is die tossing. V of x is equal to e of x square minus e of x the whole square. So we need to calculate what is e of x square. So e of x square is equal to summation of all I xi square into p of xi. This is very simple, where xi are the values ranging from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 1 square into 1 divided by 21 plus 2 square into 2 divided by 21 plus 3 square into 3 divided by 21 so on till 6 square into 6 divided by 21, which gives you a value nearing to 441 divided by 21 which is equal to 21. So this is the expected value and this one is e of x square. Next, this e of x is been obtained here. We have obtained e of x square and substitute these two values for obtaining this variance, that is v of x is equal to e of x square minus e of x the whole square, so which is equal to 21 minus 4.33 the whole square, which is equal to 2.251. So variance is equal to 2.251 and sigma is equal to root over v of x. So v of x is 2.251, which is equal to 1.5003, which is obtained here. So this is the example being taken based on expectation and calculating the variance based on your discrete random variable. Now we move on to the next question, that is the mean and variance of the life of device. So now when we tell something of a life of a device, this clearly tells this is the example or the data which is being taken for continuous random variables. So e of x is equal to this equation where we have got minus infinity to infinity or integration of minus infinity to infinity x into f of x dx, and f of x function is been already been given in the previous problem or previous slides, that is f of x is equal to 1 divided by 2 e to the power minus x divided by 2. So substitute that and we get this equation, that is integration of 0 to infinity x into half into e to the power minus x divided by 2 dx. We can move this half outside and we can have this equation, that is half integration of 0 to infinity x e to the power minus x divided by 2 dx, and this will be in the format of this, that is integration of uv, and uv, that is u integration of v minus integration of v minus du dx. So this is the format of integrating, and here we can see how it has been integrated or it has been solved, and based on this solution we obtain the value it as 2. So this is the expected value, that is e of x, that is 2. Now v of x is equal to, here for continuous variable, it is v of x is equal to e of x minus e of x square minus e of x the whole square, which is obtained here. So e of x square has to be calculated. We have obtained the value of e of x, but e of x square has to be obtained. So same equation by substituting x square, that is integration of minus infinity to infinity x square into f of x dx has to be seen, where the range is 0 to infinity x square half e to the power minus x divided by 2 dx, removing or taking half outside. So it is half integration of 0 to infinity x square e to the power minus x dx minus x divided by 2 dx, and solving the integration or doing the integration based on this format, we obtain the value as 8. So we have got the value of e of x and we have got the value of e of x square. So e of x is 2 and e of x square is 8. So now we can easily identify or we can obtain the v of x value, that is the variance value, that is v of x is equal to e of x square minus e of x the whole square. So e of x square value is 8 minus 2 the 2 square, it becomes 8 minus 4, where we get 4, and we get the sigma value which is equal to root over v of x. V of x value is 4, so it will be equal to 2. So these are the two problems which are based on discrete random variables and continuous random variables. Thank you.